Hey everyone, Johnny here, Don't Speak News. We got some more wars, rumors of wars news right now. Here we go. Let's get into it like we always do. So, Russia sends a Doomsday plane to Tehran as the U.S. gives Iran a 10-day ultimatum. They're saying, come up with a concrete plan to get rid of your nuclear program completely and basically let us run it, or else. And of course, we have massive amounts of U.S. Aircraft moving towards the Middle East as I speak. We'll get into that in a second. But a Russian Doomsday airplane, which is a hardened airborne command and control plane that is designed to ensure real-time strategic decision-making, it landed on February 16th in Tehran, Iran, in anticipation of this war, I'm sure. The airplane is capable of secure data link and encrypted satellite communication, as well as electromagnetic shielding that's designed for continuity of government operations during high-intensity conflicts. Yeah, so they'll be impervious to electromagnetic pulse weapons, and of course, which is included in a nuclear explosion. But its flight route over the Caspian Sea, instead of through potentially hostile airspace, could be a sign of high-level state engagements involving defense ministers, intelligence chiefs, or presidential envoys. Overall, the dispatching of such a military asset indicates Russia's prioritization of its relationship to Tehran. Today, the United States reportedly conveyed an ultimatum, telling Iran they have until the end of February to present a concrete plan to the United States to end their nuclear program. At 1:15 p.m. Eastern U.S. time today in Israel, their Home Front Command received orders to prepare for war. The Home Front Command thereafter immediately declared a high-level defensive alert to the entire armed forces of Israel. At 1:20 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, the Israeli media outlets reported that hospitals in Israel have received directives to prepare for a transition to emergency mode. And then as of 1:30 Eastern U.S. time today, the flight radar map shows the U.S. military aircraft in Europe and in the Middle East flying in preparation for military action, indicated by all these markers here. Wow. Now they're getting everything ready. One of the busiest days for the U.S. Air Force in Europe that I've seen in recent history, with close to a dozen KC-135 RT Stratotankers airborne across the Mediterranean and off the coast of Spain, while a steady line of C-17A Globemaster 3s can be seen heading towards and returning from bases in the Middle East. The United States is also moving additional assets, not just fighter jets, toward the Gulf. In these hours, we are tracking the largest movement of U.S. Air Force AWACS aircraft we've ever recorded right here. The social media posting below lays out charts of the tanker traffic to the Middle East alone. 85 tanker aircraft. Like it says right here, I've now compiled all the tankers I can find moving overnight. That was 35. And added them to the tankers that moved in the last 48 hours. And we're already in the Europe, Middle East prior to that. So lots of movement, guys. Iran may not actually have 10 days. Remember the last time President Trump gave Iran a warning, he told them they had about 2 weeks to do a particular thing. But the U.S. attacked Iran just days later. The U.S. did not wait the entire 2 weeks. Yeah, they betrayed them. They said they had 2 weeks, but then, boom, surprise, we attacked you anyway. So today's ultimatum to Iran, giving them till the end of February, which is about 10 days, may also be a ruse, just like the last time. Supporting that belief is the fact that Israeli officials are now publicly telling media that they assess the 0 hour may just be days away. N12 TV in Israel reports multiple indicators, some undisclosed, are pointing to a potentially imminent escalation. As all of these things are taking place, Iran has issued a notice to airmen, or NOTAM, warning of rocket launches on February 19th, which is, not even 24 hours away. The restricted airspace corridor runs from Iran's southern interior up toward central Iran and back down toward the Strait of Hormuz in this map here below, as you can see. This NOTAM on its face is causing very many people to wonder if Iran knows if it's going to be attacked and has decided to strike first, question mark. Yeah, good question. They've talked about it. Iran has previously made it clear that it now has missiles with a range of 11,000 kilometers, making them able to reach Washington, D.C. and New York City. Prepare yourselves. We may all get to see what happens during Iran's NOTAM for tomorrow. Indeed. Who knows what could happen? Wow. All-out war is about to happen. We'll see here on Telegram. I found this yesterday. Playing with fire, U.S. ready for weeks-long war with Iran, maybe months, as I've seen. U.S. armed forces reportedly preparing for a sustained weeks-long conflict if President Donald Trump orders it. Two anonymous U.S. officials told Reuters that the Pentagon is currently gaming for a more complex and bloody operation than the Midnight Hammer bombing last year. The U.S. would not just attack nuclear facilities, they suggest targets could include the Iranian government and security forces. The planning follows recent U.S.-Iranian talks in Oman, while the U.S. sends an extra aircraft carrier, thousands of troops, and fighter jets for a major regional war. Trump told troops on Friday that diplomacy must be backed by the threat of force. Sometimes you have to have fear, he said. That's the only thing that will really get the situation taken care of. Pundits warn that Iran has a serious missile arsenal, and the U.S. fully expects retaliation that could engulf the whole region, and that they don't care because they feel it's time. White House spokesperson Anna Kelly said that the White House has all options on the table. And here we can see more of this aircraft movement in this illustration here, heading to the Middle East and back and forth they go. Over 50 U.S. fighter jets, including F-35s, F-22s, and F-16s, have been sent to the Middle East within the last 24 hours. That was yesterday, and it continues today. Over the past 12 hours, massive movements of aerial assets toward the Middle East has continued. There have not been this many U.S. aircraft on their way or stationed in the Middle East since Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. Yeah, he's right about that. That's from Blazing Press. This is, of course, from Megatron. And then we also had Geopolitics Prime here. So there's some of the sources that I use. Well, guys, I've been checking on the markets too, just to see what they're doing. Oil is up about 4.5%, it says here, because of Iran ignoring key U.S. demands, according to Vice President Vance. So military strikes are on the table, and as I just showed you, Iran has been given roughly 10 days or to the end of this month. But as we saw last time with Operation Midnight Hammer, in what was it, last June, they didn't wait the full 2 weeks. They just hit them, I think it was within days of that announcement. So we'll keep our eyes open as always. But don't fear. Just pray up and prep up like you always do. God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So keep that in mind and be strong in the Lord and the power of his might, not your own. And if you don't have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, now is the time. He's the way, the truth, and the life, and no one gets to the Father but through him. So ask him into your life today before it's too late. He's the ark. He's the only way out of this. And with this war coming, who knows how long we have left. So anyway, that will be it for now. Don't forget, don'tspeaknews.com is home base for all that we do. I put a lot of stories here that we don't get a chance to speak on anywhere else. Hence the name, right? Don't Speak News, news we're not supposed to speak about. I also put up another story here that was sent to me this morning. Separatist movements are fomenting in the Canadian province of Alberta with Trump's support. So we're talking about secession from Canada to the U.S. I put that story up. I'll let you read it for yourselves. But that was sent to me this morning from globalresearch.ca. So I thought I'd put that up. Also this one from Maxis Richards. He sent this to me the other day. Project Puppet, the signal and the static from MK Ultra to remote neural monitoring. A really good article about what they do and how they can remotely neural monitor you. A lot of good information in this article and how they're going to use it. Mobile phone networks, black helicopters, disguised communication vehicles, and drones too. So all kinds of ways they can beam this stuff at you. It's crazy. All that and much more here at don'tspeaknews.com. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a subscription box at the bottom of every article. You'll also get one pop-up while you're here. But to subscribe, if you want to hit this button here, you can also look up the email address, which is Don't Speak News at Proton Mail. If you'd like to support the channel, click on the support tab. Also, these links should be at the bottom of every article as well. All the links to support us are right here, and we thank you for that because we are listener supported only. Rumble, BitChute, and Telegram, and YouTube, all the places to find us around the internet are right here. And that will be it for now. God bless, take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak News.